today we are going to do a senior conditioning workout. If you've got any injuries, make sure you listen to your body and adapt it to what feels better for you. We will do some kneeling positions. If it feels uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to lay on your stomach, and you can do similar exercises but without the weights. And we will do an exercise also on the stomach, but if that feels uncomfortable, you could do this in an all-four position or keeping yourself laid down and not doing a back extension. You'll see what I mean when we come to it. So just make sure you're mindful of how you're feeling, just adapt it to how you're feeling and build up slowly. So we're going to be needing a mat. We're going to start standing, but we're going to need a mat for afterwards. So have your mat. Have 2 weights, nothing too heavy. If you don't have any weights, grab 2 bottles of water or 2 tins of something like chickpeas. If you don't have anything, don't worry, you can do your exercises without the weights and just do the motion without the weights. I have a diamond band also for the beginning. You could use a pair of tights. Again, if you don't have it, you could do the motion without. Imagine the resistance that you're getting with it. And the last thing we need is a Pilates block. Again, this is just to support your head. So if you don't have one of these, don't worry, you can use a cushion or a book, something that's comfortable. So don't worry if you don't have that. So that's everything that you're gonna need. Like I said, if you need to adjust it, make sure you do, and just listen to your own body whilst you're doing it. If you need to stop and have breaks, and then come back in when you're ready again. So don't forget to drink water. All right, let's begin. Okay, we're going to start off with the feet hip width apart, and we're going to bend the knees and do some shoulder rolls to get those knees and the shoulders nice and warmed up. So take your time, take deep breaths in and out as you go, and go where your shoulders feel comfortable, trying to make an even circle all the way around with the shoulders. If that feels okay, we'll go into some elbow circles. If this feels too much, just go back into the shoulder rolls. And again, we're just bending the knees as we go forward, back and away with the elbows all the way around to where it feels comfortable in your shoulders. And keeping that breath going. Next, we're going to go 1 forward and 1 side. So you're just taking 1 back, 1 forward, getting that nice rotation into the upper body. And then we will change to go into the other direction, and we'll go back and away. So again, just going where you feel comfortable in your own body, warming up into the shoulders and the back. From here, just relax the arms down. We're going to go for a side stretch all the way around, and then come back to center, and then side over to the side. Be careful not to sway the hips. So really trying to keep the hips nice and still. We've got even pressure on the feet. And again, just going where it feels comfortable in your own body, warming up into the back and into the sides, keeping that breath going in and out. Good. From here, we're going to just widen the feet a little bit more, soften the knees, and we're just going for hip tilts from side to side. So just tilting the hip one side and then to the other. Again, trying to keep that nice even pressure in both feet as you go. Keeping that breath flowing. From here, we're going to make hip circles all the way around. We'll go all the way, trying to go forward, side, back and around to where it feels comfortable in your own body. And then changing direction, we go the other way again, trying to make a nice even circle all the way around. And keeping that breath flowing. And bring the hips back into the center. We're now going to go into the rib cage. So you want to think about gliding the rib cage from one side to the other. So it's not a side bend. The side bend is different. We're really trying to isolate into the rib cage. So keeping your pelvis still, your hips still, and also your shoulders as still as you feel comfortable. If you've got a tight lower back, that might go into your lower back a little bit, so just go nice and gently to warm up into the back. Good, and keep that nice gliding action all the way. And then back to center. Good, just relax a little bit. We're going to go into the neck now. So we're just going to do a little bit of neck mobility, taking nose up to the ceiling, and then we'll bring the chin onto an imaginary shelf. So you're taking a deep breath in, nose up to ceiling, and breath out, bringing the chin onto an imaginary shelf in front of you. Good. We're imagining there's a wall behind you. You're gliding your head up that imaginary wall behind you. Good. And I'll show you from the back so you can see. We're trying to get a long back of the neck. So taking that nose up to the ceiling, deep breath in. And we don't want to bring the chin forward. We're trying to get that nice long back of the neck. So you're bringing that head onto that imaginary back wall behind you. So just check your position. Good. And again, deep breath in and breath out. From here, we're going to take the nose over to the right and center, and then to the left and center. Keeping the breathing going, keeping a long back of the neck. So imagine your head is still rested behind you on that imaginary wall. Eyes closed so you don't cheat with your eyes. Good. And keeping that breath going all the way through. From here, we're going to make nose circles all the way around. So go in one direction to where you feel comfortable, keeping your eyes closed, trying to make a nice even circle all the way around. And breath. Taking that deep breath in and breath out. We change direction all the way to the other side. Even circle to the side, down, side and up, where it feels comfortable in your own body. And all the way around, bring the head back to center. Good. We're going for a little bit of balancing now. So just lifting up the right leg, and then we're lifting up the left leg. So taking your time, trying to find that balance. If you find it hard to balance today, hold on to a side and still practice your balance. So you've got a little bit of support, but you can still practice the balance, thinking about lifting the knee up. Good. So we'll warm it up into those knees, into the hips, finding that center. If you find it easy, just close your eyes, see if you can balance with your eyes closed. That can be a new challenge. Now we've done the warm-up, we're going to grab our Dynaband, roll the shoulders back and away. We've got our palms forward, and again we've got that nice long back of the neck. So just doing one nose to the ceiling and chin on shelf, so we're checking we've got that long back of the neck. Elbows are bent in towards your sides. We've got a little bit of resistance on the band. We're pulling the right arm out as far as you can, and then we're pulling the left arm as far as you can. I want you to think about keeping those shoulders down and away. If you need to loosen the band and bring your hands further away, so that'll make it easier and give you less resistance. If you need more resistance, bring the hands in further towards each other, and that'll give you more resistance. Just be careful you don't lift up the shoulder like I am doing now. We want to try and keep that shoulder blade down and away as you go. And again, thinking about that breath. We're working the back, we're working to the shoulders, feeling that resistance in that Dynaband. And again, we're using, just keep alternating the arms. Good. And pulling away as far as you feel comfortable in the shoulders. You start to feel that resistance now in the back and the shoulders. We're going to bring the band down, and now bring your palms facing each other. Roll your shoulders back and away again. We've got a long back of the neck, and we'll bring the arms all the way up above you to where they feel comfortable. So I want you to take your arms as far as you can towards the top of the head, where it feels comfortable in both sides. So if you feel you need to do less, do less. Have your knees soft and your core engaged. So think about that navel spine. Be careful you're not arching your back as you go. You want to think about that navel to spine. All we're doing is we're mobilizing to the shoulders. Good work. And then we're going to take it just as far as you feel comfortable, up towards the top of the head. Pull the band as far away as you can, and then bring the band back. Good. And so you're just pulling away. So this again, go where you feel comfortable. If having it above the head is too much, go lower with the arms and still do the pulling of the band. If it feels too much with the band, take the band away and imagine you've got that resistance. Good. We should really start to feel that back working now, and keeping that breath going. Nice work. And we're bringing it opposite the chest, doing the same thing. Again, if this feels too much, you can loosen up the band so you make it a little bit easier with less resistance. Try and keep the arms nice and equal, working into the upper back here. So where your shoulder blades are, we're really working into the upper back. Feel that resistance, feel that engagement in the upper back. Good. And keeping that breath going. Good work, everyone. Now we're going to go into the legs. So I want you to wrap the band around the legs. Bring your feet as close as possible. You're going to have the band above the knees on your thighs, and tie it either into a knot or into a bow. So whatever feels comfortable for you. You can do it without the band if you don't have one. So we've got them around the thighs. You want to feel if you step out, you've got a bit of resistance on the band. So have your feet about shoulder width apart. And we've got the toes slightly out. We're just going to do some mini squat to begin. So we're just taking the hips back, and I want you to resist against the band. So you see my knees fell in then. I want you to think about pushing your thighs out against the band, so you're engaging your glutes and your outer thighs. And on this, just go where you feel comfortable. You don't have to go too low. You're just taking the hips back. Be careful not to let your weight go forward into the knees like I did then. I want you to really take your weight back into your hips. So you're thinking about putting the pressure into your heels, not going forward into your toes. If it feels too much, grab your side. We're just going to use the side to help you get the weight back. So you're not going forward into your knees, and you're taking the pressure off your knees, and we're using that bar, that side, to help you get in the full range of motion to what feels comfortable for you. So just do what feels comfortable for you today, and you can build up as you go. So each time you do it, you can just build up with how your body's feeling today. Good work, everyone. We're going to grab your weight, so nothing too heavy. You can use 2 tins if you want to, 2 chickpeas or 2 bottles of water, or doing it without the weights. We've got that long back of the neck, we've rolled the shoulders back and away, and we're going to open and close the arms, keeping the elbows in. Good. And again, we've got soft knees, so just be careful you're not swinging your hips forward. You've got soft knees, we've got the core engaged, that should help to keep your core nicely into the center. Good. And don't forget to breathe nice and equal with both arms, taking it in your own time. Good work, everyone. That's it. And then from here, we're going to take it to tabletop. So if it feels too much doing double arms, you could do single arms in this one. So up to you. Again, if it gets too much for the shoulders, just do the same exercise without the actual weight. So you're just doing it with your arms. So you're still getting that good mobility and strength into the shoulders here. We're keeping a nice posture. Good. It's going to get a little bit harder next, so we're going to make it a little bit harder into the shoulders. So if you want to get rid of your weights now, you can. We're staying in tabletop, and we're open and closing, so you're just lifting up. I like to call this your low. So you're lifting up and bringing it back down into our tabletop position. Keeping your shoulder blades down away, keep your long back of the neck, knees soft, core strong, keeping the breath going. That's it, good. You're going to start to feel that burn in the shoulders. The last few here, breathe through. Good work. And relax. Good. We're going back into the legs. So we're going to try now the squats with the weights. If you need to take the weights away, take the weights away. We're going to have the weights down by the side, 2 counts down, and then push up. We're going for a lateral raise at the top. So you're going down and then coming up, and then lateral raise at the top. Good. Again, you can do any of this without the weights if you need to, and you can do a mini squat to begin if it feels too much. That's it, nice. If you're using the side of your bar, you could do your squat with your bar and then just lift your arms to the side without the weights and then hold on to it again. Lovely, deep breath. So we're working into the whole body now. So you could do one arm at a time if it starts to get tight in the shoulders. Nearly there, deep breaths, checking that we're still keeping that band, so we're resisting against the band with the outer thighs. Well done. Good work. Coming to the last few. And relax. Good. Shake those legs out. Back into your shoulders, but give the legs a little rest. We're going to take now into our bicep curls. Elbows in. We're on a slight diagonal. We're going up for 2 and down for 2. And again, up for 2 and down for 2. Knees are soft. Core is engaged. We're not swinging the hips backwards and forth. And we're keeping that breath flowing as you go. Good work, everyone. Like I said, if it gets too much, you can do any of these exercises without the weights. So just keep the body moving and build up. Each time you do it, you'll be able to do a little bit more as you're getting a bit stronger. You should start to feel that burn now into those biceps. Well done. And relax, give it a shake. Okay, we're now going back into the squats again. So finding those feet hip width apart, we're taking 2 down, we're coming up. And then from here, we're going to do single front raise. So 1 arm at a time. So we've got 1 squat, take your time, and then palm down as we do our front raise. Trying to keep those shoulders down and away. So we're taking the hips back, push up. So be careful we don't let the shoulder blade go out of pocket. We want to keep the shoulder blades nicely into the pockets at the back. Knees over the toes. So as I'm doing it now, I'm pulling the shoulder out, keeping those shoulder blades nicely into the socket. Don't let those shoulders go too far forward as you reach forward. Good work, everyone. And again, taking the hips back and pushing up 1 at a time. And good. We're checking we're not losing that nice long back of the neck as we reach forward with 1 arm and the other. We've got that navel to spine. Good work. Knees over the toes and going where we feel comfortable into our squats. Well done. Keeping that breath flowing. Here we go. We're coming to the last bit now. Keep it moving if you can. and relax, shake it out. Good, back into those bicep curls. So soft knees, 2 counts up and 2 counts down. Good, as the arms start to get tired, we're trying to keep it going as much as we can, but like I said, take the weights away if you need to. We're keeping the breath. 2 up and 2 down. Well done. Good, this upper body is getting a nice workout. We worked into the legs. We're going to do a little bit more standing before we come towards the mat. So just keep it going. Nice work here. All right, we're on the last few. Well done. And rest. Good. Place the weights carefully down and taking the band off. We're going to take it away from the legs now. Well done. Give everything a little shake. Nice work. Okay, so grabbing your weights again. We're going to just make a little combination here with a bit of balancing. So I want you to lift your right knee off for a balance, and we're going to try and do a shoulder press at the same time. If it feels too much like I am now, I'm keeping my foot really close to the ground. If you can, we're lifting the knee as high as you feel comfortable opposite the hip, or you just keep it hovering off the ground. Good work. If it really feels too much, you can always keep the foot right onto the ground. So just build up in your own time. Deep breaths. Again, we've got that nice strong core, using your eyes to help you keep your balance. So if you really try and focus on something and use your eyes to help you, you should be able to find that the balance is a little bit easier. Well done. Getting the heart rate up, we're working into the legs, working into the core and working into the arms. Well done, everyone. Deep breaths now. Good. Next one, we're going for punches forward. You step out to the side, 2 punches forward. Step out to the other side, 2 punches. So just take your time. Make sure you're not going to trip over anything as you're stepping over from one side to the other. That's it. Good. Lovely. Nice strong punches. Again, we've got the shoulder blades down away, core engaged, soft into the knees as we're stepping from one side to the other. Take it in your own time. We're building up here. Good. Well done. Nearly there. Keeping the punches palms down as you reach forward. And rest. Well done. We're coming to the back of the mat now. So we've got the weights at the front of the mat. We've got the block at the back. Just going to roll down through the spine and relax at the bottom. Bend the knees. Just go where you feel comfortable. And then soften the knees, slowly peeling up through each vertebra. So I just want you to take your time with this. Roll the shoulders back and away. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. They're not too wide. Deep breath in, breath out, tucking the chin underneath, roll down through the spine, relax your head over, soften into the knees, have a little bend and stretch if it feels comfortable, and then rolling up through the spine, roll the shoulders back and away, deep breaths. Well done, and again, deep breath in, breath out, rolling down through the spine, relax the head. We're going to walk into plank position. Now, if this feels too much, just slowly bring yourself onto the mat to how you feel comfortable coming down to the mat. If you can go for the plank, we're spreading the hands. Make sure your bottom's not too low, navel to spine. And then we're going to bring one knee down onto the mat and then the other. Coming into child's pose. So here I've got my bottom up slightly, so it's not going too much into the knees. But if you want to go all the way back like I am now, you can take it all the way back into child's pose. Once you're ready, we're going to come back into all fours and I want you to grab one weight. So we're in all four position. We've got the navel to spine. We're not arching the back. Nice neutral pelvis there. We're going to take your right hand up and then bring it down. So you're going for your triceps here. So the elbow comes into the side, then we extend the arm. So we bend the elbow into the side, extend the arm, bring it down. Eye line forward onto the mat. Good. Take your time. Again, we're trying to keep the navel to spine. We're not rocking from one side to the other. And just take your time transferring from one hand to the other. Good work. Spreading the fingers as you bring the hand down. Nice shoulder blades down and away. We're coming to the last few now. Keeping that breath going. Good work, everyone. Nearly there. Trying not to rock the pelvis as best you can. Keeping that breath flowing. Good. And release it down and relax. Good work. Place the weight to the side. We're going to lay on the stomach. So now come into the stomach If this feels too much, you can keep your head down. We're going to try and do this in a back extension. So we've got the feet together, navel to spine, roll the shoulders back and away. As you can see, I've got my head down here. If you can, we're going to do this in a back extension. So you've got two options. So you decide what works best for you. So we're going to roll the shoulders back and away, navel to spine, lift up into a back extension. We're hovering off the floor, pulsing up 1, 2, 3, good, 4, 5, 6, 7, breathe, 8, 9, 10, good, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to lower down. Give your pelvis a little shake. We're going to do it one more time. If you want to keep your head down, you can. So we're going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, good, 5. If you can, lifting up in back to back extension, keeping that breath going, long back of the neck. We've got the last bit here. Good, 8, breathe, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to lower it down and relax. Well done, everyone. Good. Coming back up now, just shake your pelvis. Slowly bring yourself back to all fours. Well done. So we're going to grab the weight again in all four position. If you need to use a blanket for this, you can for underneath your knees. We're going into the rear delts, so we're just going the right arm up and then the other arm. You can extend the opposite leg for extra, so we're working into the core and also the glute, and you can lift that leg, but don't do it if you feel like you're arching your back and you're feeling this in the wrong places. This is quite a hard exercise. It's very similar to Superman, but we're taking the arm out to the side, so we're really working into the rear delts, into the upper back. So if it feels too much, just keep the knees down or keep the foot down as you extend it. Good. We're coming to the last bit now. Stay with me. We're going to get ready to come onto the back soon, and then we will be doing some stretching to finish. So we're on our last little bit, so keep going as best you can, keeping that breath flowing. Well done. Pelvis nice and stable. Good. Spreading the fingers, taking your time. Good, and relax. Shake out the wrist, just give them a little circle. Good work. We're going to come slowly onto the back and go into a little bit more into the core and into the chest now. So when you're ready, slowly bring yourself onto your back on your mat. We've got the weights opposite the chest, palms facing each other. Open the arms out. We're doing a chest fly with a soft elbow out to the side and bring them back in using both arms. If it feels easy, we're going to lift the left leg to tabletop, and then we're going to lift the right leg to tabletop. So whilst you're lifting one leg at a time, just check you're not letting your pelvis rock around. We've got a nice navel to spine, core engaged, and we're keeping the breath going. So go where you feel comfortable. If it feels too much with the leg lifts, just focus on the arms. Good work. We're breathing out, breathing in. Good, and we've got a nice tabletop with the one leg. Elbows soft, long back of the neck. Good work. Taking your time. And then now we're going to change it, and we're going to have the palms facing the legs. So we're doing a chest press. Again, we use both arms. We're bending the elbows down towards the ground and stretch. Again, we can lift one leg to tabletop at a time if you want to, just again engage that core a little bit more, but keeping the pelvis nice and square. Good, bend and stretch. Good, bend and stretch. Good, well. Thinking about that breathing as you go in. We're on the last few now. Keep bending and stretch, lifting the leg to tabletop, bend. Good, stretch. Well done, bend and stretch. Good, last few. And bend and stretch and relax. Good, bring the weight slowly down. We're going to keep one weight. We're going for glute bridge position. So we've got the feet opposite the knees, hips and shoulders. We're going to slowly peel up through the spine. You've got your weight opposite your chest. Bring the weight as far back as you can. Then bringing it back to your chest, roll down through the spine. Good, and then we're going to go again. So pushing into your heels, scoop the abdominals, slowly peeling up. Reach as far away as you can with the weight behind you. Bring it back opposite the chest and roll down through the spine. Deep breath in and breath out, roll up, glute bridge. Take it in your own time, reach back as far as you can, working into the back and the arms. Slowly peel down through each vertebra. Good work. And again, peeling up. Feel the back of the legs working. Reach as far back as you can with the weight above the head. Bring it back opposite the chest. Roll down through the spine. Good. Try and keep even pressure in both legs, so the right leg and the left. So you're working both sides nice and evenly. Good. Keeping that breath flowing as you go. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, deep breath in. As you roll down, breath out. Good work. Now we're going to come into a little sit-up here. So you're going to reach forward as far as you feel comfortable, reaching the weight forward, slowly down. So I want you to think about the weight. Bring all the energy into the weight as you reach forward and then lower down. Go where you feel comfortable. I want you to think about the ribs gliding towards the hips as you reach forward and then lower. We've got a nice neutral pelvis. We're gliding the ribs towards the hips, reaching forward and lower. Good. The head just follows as you reach forward with the weight. Well done. Your eye line as you come up goes past the knees. You're reaching forward and lowering back down. Good work. Just go where you feel comfortable. If it starts to get too much into the neck, have a little rest and then try again. Well done. And relax the weight down. Good work, everybody. Okay, we're now going to grab the block. So we're going to lay onto your left side. And we're going to have the block as far forward on the mat as you can and your head as far forward onto the block. We're going for open book here. So you open the arm as far as you can and then reaching forward. You've got your knees bent, feet opposite your bottom. You're going as far back as you feel comfortable. I'm bending my elbow in this time to show you another option. So if it feels too much in the shoulder, doing it with a straight arm, reaching, you can bend the elbow in instead and reach just as far as your shoulder feels comfortable and then coming back around. Try and keep your hips and your pelvis nice and still as you do it, so you're not letting everything go. You're twisting from the waist upwards. So you feel that nice stretch in the back. Well done. Good. Slowly we're going to just change to the other side. So again, roll on your back, changing to the other side. So make sure your head is as far forward on the block as you can. You've got a nice straight spine. We're going to reach as far as you can, as back and away, and then bring it forward. Take a deep breath in and breath out. Reach as far as you can. You can do bow and arrow, bending the elbow in. You don't have to straighten it out if it feels too much in the shoulders. So up to you. You go where you feel comfortable in your body today. Good work. And reaching as far as you can. Deep breath in. Breath out as you reach, let the head follow. Good. And then float the arm all the way back over. Nice, and release. Come back onto your back. We have the arms opposite the shoulders now, and we're going to take the knees over to the left, head to the right, back to center, and then the knees to the left, head to the right. So just alternating sides. Make sure you do both sides. And again, knees to the right, head to the left, and then knees to the left, head to the right. Good, and then back to center. Hugging in the right knee towards your chest. You can extend the left leg away if you feel comfortable in the lower back. We're going to circle the right ankle all the way around into a circle to where it feels comfortable. Loosen them up, and then we'll go the other direction. Good. Bending the left knee in, press the right leg down. We're going to now bring the left leg in towards the chest. You can extend the right leg if it feels comfortable. Circle the ankle one way, so the left ankle all the way around, and then changing direction to go the other way. Good. And then from here, bend the right knee and place the left foot down. Well done. Coming over to the side, just slowly bring yourself now into all four position. Take your time. So in all fours, we've got the hands opposite the shoulders, knees opposite the hips. We're going to do cat and cow. Push the floor away, tuck the pelvis underneath, then lengthen through the spine to where it feels comfortable. And again, so tucking underneath, push that floor away, get that nice contraction. And then we're going for the nice back extension. And again, deep breaths, push that floor away. Breathing in and breathing out, long spine. Good, coming back into neutral position. We're going to step into plank position and then slowly push yourself up. Now, if this feels too much, we're going to roll up through the spine. Just bring yourself up in whichever way is best for you. If you can, we're coming up to a roll-up position now. Coming into standing and roll the shoulders back and away. Good, walking yourself in towards the mat now. Roll the shoulders back and away. We're going to reach forward, tuck the chin underneath, relax the head over, feel a nice stretch in the upper back and also the back of the neck. Then we're bringing the hands to the back. Now you can link your fingers together, or we could place the hands onto the back. So whichever feels comfortable for you, get a nice stretch in the front of the chest and the shoulders. And then we're going to bring in the right arm over and stretch the shoulder, keeping the shoulder blades down and away. Then changing over, we'll bring the left arm over, keeping the shoulder down and away. Now bringing the right arm to the back of the neck to where you feel comfortable. Just try and tap your back. Then we'll bring the left arm up, tapping the back to where you feel comfortable in the shoulders. And then relaxing the arms down. We're going for a nice big side stretch. So again, keep even pressure in the feet as you do this. Big side bend, going over to the other side. Get those sides, get the back. Good. And then take a deep breath in with both arms and breath out, open the arms out to the sides. Good, roll the shoulders back in the way. Good, and then just to finish, we're gonna do some no circles. So closing your eyes, going one way, all the way around, forward, side, down, all the way to where you feel comfortable. And then change direction, so just trying to get rid of any tension that we've built up. Loosen it all off. All the way around. And roll the shoulders back away, give it all a shake. Give yourself a round of applause. Great work today, well done. Well done everyone, great work today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or feedback, please leave in the comments. It's a very general workout that we did today, so I hope that you enjoyed it. And don't forget to come back and do it again. And if there's anything else that you need, just let me know, and I will see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.